The Rockets took it seriously. The fans in the building thought it was a big deal, and the Warriors did too. And I thought the Rockets were going to get their first real lesson when it comes to meaningful basketball game because the refs were treating it like a playoff game. Şengün late was not moving Draymond Green, and he wanted calls throughout that fourth quarter. And credit Şengün for having a really good game. He didn't have a great fourth quarter, and partly it was because of trying to attack Draymond Green in the post, and the refs saying, Adam Silver wants us to treat this like it means something. We're going to call the game like we normally call meaningful playoff games. And Şengün did not get calls. He was frustrated by it, and it leads back to what Ime Udoka said about him, that he's got to play through that stuff. He can't be someone looking for calls, playing into hoping for fouls, and keep that European in this game is what he said, even though there was some debate about that. But overall, that game was a taste of what we can expect because we all expect the Rockets to make the playoffs at this point. And a lot of the games are going to be like that. That felt like if you go through like the history of game sevens in the NBA, most of them are like that. Now there's some blowouts, but a lot of them are ugly because at the end of a series, everyone's exhausted. They know each other's plays. They're sick and tired of seeing each other. Now that was a one-game setting, but it felt like a game where mistakes were going to lead to someone winning, and the Warriors made enough mistakes late to help the Rockets win. So you're wondering how important the game was and should you take it seriously? Well, let's listen to multiple-time champion, Olympic gold medal coach, although that thing is they don't actually get gold medals as a coach. But I wasn't going to call him a winner because he didn't win any of those. They only go to the players. But he was the head coach of a gold medal winner. Steve Kerr has won a lot in different settings. How important is the NBA Cup? Well, let's listen to Steve Kerr after the loss.
If it's not playing until Sunday, 3 days off, it's been a pretty frenetic schedule.
I'm not ready to answer that question. I'm pissed off. I wanted to go to Las Vegas. We wanted to win this cup. And, we aren't going because of a loose ball foul 80 feet from the basket with the game on the line. I've never seen anything like it in my life, and that was ridiculous. Thank you.
That was the very end of his presser. He had a longer diatribe about officiating. I think the official in question is Billy Kennedy. He was the one who made the loose ball foul call, and that was after a Steph Curry contested three that didn't need to be taken. The Rockets are down by one after a Şengün layup to make it 90-81. The Warriors could have taken the clock down all the way, and even if you take a last-second shot, you talk about the time it takes at the rim and trying to secure a rebound. The Rockets may have had 1 to 2 seconds if it goes their way. Of course, it could bounce around and they never get the ball. But Steph Curry took an ill-advised shot. He was looking for his night-night moment. He did not get it, and it gave the Rockets an opportunity to get on the ball. And then you follow up the loose ball with Payton, the second. Instead of holding it or calling timeout, he tried to make a pass, and Jalen Green, credit to him for getting on it. They got the fortunate foul call. That's what Steve Kerr's complaining about. And then Jalen went down and knocked down a couple free throws, and on the ensuing possession, which you might have said was a 5-second count against Pods and the Warriors because they're out of timeouts, they get the ball in. Jabari Smith blocks a shot, and the Rockets win 91-90. And in honor of that, if you're looking at us on YouTube or Twitch or Twitter, Sean has his 713 Rockets hat on to honor the Rockets making the semifinals of the NBA Cup, the Emirates NBA Cup.
Thank you.
And they will face the Oklahoma City Thunder, who beat up on Dallas the night before. I think branding is a big deal with this. Yeah, Steve Kerr wanted to go to Vegas. He wanted to win the NBA Cup. Would he have been just as excited to win the in-season tournament? Like, in England, they don't call it the FA in-season tournament. They call it the FA Cup. The prize is in the name. I think calling it the NBA Cup helps because the acronym IST or in-season tournament makes it sound stupid. Giving it a name with the cup at the end, I think makes it better. And it's funny that they have a in-season made-up thing that is garnering attention, at least as far as the players are treating it seriously. The viewership ain't great right now. some of those numbers came out. But the players are treating it in a serious way. But the NBA's biggest showcase beyond the finals, the biggest event in their season is the All-Star game, and the players don't care about that at all. Even though you would think playing against the best of the best would make you care, I guess that has more to do with avoiding injury than anything else. And Adam Silver has tried to implement things that would fix that particular model. But as far as this one, you would say the courts, the players, and the way they're attacking it, the coaches, even accomplished ones like Steve Kerr. We know Ime, before the game, talked about how this was important for them, winning a meaningful basketball game. I don't know if the ratings are going to say it's a hit, but as far as how the participants are treating it, I think that this is a dead-on hit for Adam Silver. And credit to the Rockets and the Warriors for giving us theater last night. Mistakes, bad shooting. It felt like a Warriors-Rockets game that meant something, and it did. I can't see that name, but someone wants to talk Rockets. We'll get to that in the next segment. So, Sean, your 7-1-3 flat brim snapback hat is on. You watched the game. We will talk more about the game, but your impressions on your Rockets coming through when it mattered.
Yeah, it was probably the most improbable 7-0 run to end a game and win a.
Yeah, the way it happened, they secured.
I don't know how they scored 7 points.
Well, they scored it because after every missed shot, the thing that's kept them in games and helped their offense go was the offensive rebounds. Now, they didn't secure them themselves. The Warriors could not secure an offensive rebound. They go out of bounds, so it's team offensive rebounds if you look at the box score, or, the play-by-play. So, on Fred VanVleet's three that made it 90-87.
How did he make that?
Well, he hadn't made many. I don't know how he made that
when
one.
When he let go of it, I was literally shaking my head. I was literally,
no chance.
It's over.
But Draymond had a chance to secure a rebound. It goes off his hand. I think it might have hit pods on the way out or something. Yeah. And he's looking back and going, hey, Alpern was shoving me in the back. They don't secure that. And on the inbounds, Fred knocks down a shot. And on the next possession before the Şengün layup, their Warriors have another chance for a defensive rebound. They don't get it. It goes out of bounds. The Rockets score. So what the Rockets do, they muck it up. They get offensive rebounds. That led to the 5 points before the final free throws by Jalen Green. So, yeah, it wasn't good offense. It wasn't high execution that got them there. It is what's helped them be a winning team all year. They win those battles.
I literally don't know how the ball went in the hoop for 7-0. The 2 free throws, I knew that.
Yeah, but, the Şengün layup was easy. He beat Kevon Looney off the dribble.
For some reason, they took
Draymond off of
him.
I'm not sure
for the last drive.
What that was about, considering what Draymond had done to Şengün in that fourth quarter. I'm not sure why.
Steve Kerr.
Washed Kerr.
I don't know. Some would say that.
This one.
And then Steph Curry, glory hunting.
Yeah, that was what that was. There's no real basketball reason why he took that shot. At that point.
I did think it was going in.
Of course, it's Steph Curry. I think it's going in, but it wasn't the right basketball play.
No, like a 3 isn't terrible, but just taking it with 10 seconds too early?
Yeah.
Maybe even 12 seconds.
As I said, you could run that shot. You could run the clock down. You don't actually, the thing is, the Warriors didn't have to score another. The math says they don't have to score again. Just run out the time. And you shoot a shot with 8 or 9 seconds when you let it go on the shot clock to give the Rockets the opportunity to possibly rebound it and have a shot to win a game. That was a bad basketball play, but you let it slide because of Steph Curry. And then, of course, they had the fortune of getting the loose ball foul call on what normally is a tie-up or a timeout. And then Jalen Green, credit to him for knocking down 2 free throws where he had a bad night shooting. Overall, I think he finished 5 for 15, but he made those 2 free throws, and they won the game. So the Rockets on to the semifinals and Vegas with OKC Thunder waiting in the wings. The Rockets are the proto Thunder.
Yeah.
We will see.
The Rockets are the Thunder without SGA.
Yeah.
That's basically what they are.
Yeah, they're looking for that clear, no doubt about it, all-star, first-team All-NBA guy. They don't have that yet, but they do things a different way, and we'll see how they match up after they split the season series so far when they see each other in Vegas.